Guys, don't worry. The whole Bud Light situation, it's all in the rear view mirror. Don't worry about it. One analyst said that it's fine. They upgraded the stocks. Everything is wonderful. Bud Light is at the end of the tunnel of controversy. An analyst says, I can't wait. I can't wait for the numbers right after Independence Day. Oh, they're going to be atrocious, and everybody's just going to go, no, don't worry. It's fine. This right here. Okay, it's funny because the previous video that just came out, it was all about Ice Cube trying to bust some narratives. Yeah, this one right here is as obvious as it gets. For somebody who's been in the shit for the better part of, 2 months at this point in time, they're not at the end of the tunnel. We can see recently from all of their social media posts, their botched new campaign, that you're not close to being at the end of the tunnel. The drops are consistent and they continue to get worse. Right now, the recent data that is available in regards to sales, it's the worst that it's been, and you think it's going to get better as we delve deeper into the summer and you guys continue to not correct course. Like, come on, we're born tonight but not last night. Time to buy Bud Light stock, even as Americans aren't back to buying Bud Light just yet, according to Deutsche Bank analyst Mitch Collette. Shut up. Like I've said, couple of different times when we've talked specifically about the stocks. No, it's definitely, something worth at least paying attention to. I just don't think that we've hit the bottom yet. I would say probably right before Labor Day would be a good time to get in, but not financial advice, and I'm not somebody who has a dime in the stock market, so that's just me, okay? Collette upgraded Bud Light's parent company, Anheuser Busch, to hold to buy, raised his price target from $52 to $60, noting that Bud Light is at the end of the tunnel of its controversy. Hilarious, because we've actually got the share prices up right now. Ooh, take a look at that. Oh, they're down in after-hours trading. Oh, gosh darn, but you know what? It's not like, oh yeah, no, actually, it's still pretty bad over the 5-day trend. What about in the 1-month trend? Hey, it's better than it was, Actually, no, I think it's actually worse than it was 1 month ago. Hilarious, okay? Even though, yeah, the dips are a little bit greater, but then you take a look at the 6-month trajectory. Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Everything was going good until it wasn't, and right through the floor. So with that new ad campaign that just comes out, the best summer ad campaign, whatever the fuck they want to call it, easy to drink, easy to butt chug. That campaign doesn't end up doing gangbusters. They were trying to put how many hundreds of millions of dollars behind that? It was a big push, giving away $10,000 a week. If that doesn't end up panning out, yeah, you think that stock's going to start to recover and you're going to end up looking like some sage, even though all of the other banks that ended up downgrading it beforehand, JP Morgan and HSBC, those were the two that ended up downgrading this beforehand. I haven't heard anything from Deutsche Bank beforehand. And again, somebody who's in this stuff for as long as I have been, I would have seen this pop up before. So again, fake news, folks, in real time. We believe recent underperformance implies a permanent reduction in ABI's U.S. business, Collette wrote. Our proprietary survey data suggests these headwinds are likely to fade, even if we do not expect U.S. business ever to fully recover from its current challenges. Bud Light sales have tanked over the last 2 months as beer drinkers boycott the brand following an advertising campaign with transgender influencer Dylan Mulvaney. It has gotten so much bigger than that. They have just become the lolcows of cheap piss water. In the week ending June 10th, Bud Light sales declined 26.8% compared to the same period of last year. Yeah, what about those numbers? The 30.6? What was it? Yeah, 30.6% down. These are just the little bit more colorful numbers, a little bit more flowery for you. Helps with your projections if you use somebody else's numbers. Marking 9 straight weeks of decline greater than 20%, according to Nielsen. And then it would be 10 if you just take a look, because the first week was 17% down. Yeah. Analysis from Evercore ISI indicates that volume declines are steadying in the range of 26 to 28%, though no recovery is in sight yet. So if you haven't hit the bottom yet, if you haven't started to see any signs that it's either going to recover, and the company continues to maintain that, no, it's just a fad, they're eventually going to grow out of it, like an in-denial parent, I would just start to wonder how much stock Deutsche Bank has in their hedge fund. Just asking, just asking. InBev stock has stumbled amid the declining sales reports, and Modelo surpassing Bud Light as the top-selling beer in America. Shares are down roughly 13% since the beginning of April when Mulvaney ad campaign was launched, which I showed, and you guys can take a look in the description. I'll have all of the stock info there. Deutsche Bank estimates that the current sales decline represents about 12% headwind to ABI's net income on an annual basis, so they only anticipate the year-to-year comparison to be 12% down. But you remember, all of this stuff happened right at the beginning of quarter two. So you still got, the third quarter and then the fourth quarter of the year. And if they continue to stumble over their own tranny dick, why would you think that it's only going to be 12%? Because you don't get all that boost from the holidays, Christmas and New Year's and all that shit, and all the celebrations that were there. But you're missing through your biggest beer drinking period, and you're only thinking that you're going to be down 12%. That seems a touch optimistic. But those declines potentially priced into the stock, Deutsche Bank thinks. Bud Light could be well positioned if sentiments flip. If. That if is doing a lot of heavy lifting. Analysis of distribution data suggests ABI is not losing shelf presence, with sales velocity with a primary driver of decline. This bodes well for consumer sentiments improves. Oh, if it improves. Yeah, we don't think that they're going to lose shelf space, even though all of those estimates, they're going to be made on the numbers very, very soon. The summer's going to be a big teller on that, so if you pay attention to the volume. Because we heard from somebody who's got the inside track and used to work for Anheuser Busch. They know how this system goes instead of some fucking penny pusher, pencil pusher, penny pincher. Tried to put two sayings together there. In other words, stores are still stocking their shelves with Bud Light. So if drinkers want to return to their long-time favorite beer, it will be waiting in a cold fridge. Yep, it'll be waiting alongside a lot of other Anheuser-Busch products, which are also down as well, which you don't really want to mention, of course. But Deutsche Bank also notes that if those sales don't come back, yeah, exactly, like you can kind of anticipate that they're not, and North America only accounts for 30% of AB InBev's global profits. Yeah, see, of course, and even with the number one selling beer in America, Modelo, at least for the month of May, come on, Bud Light, it's going to rebound. They've got international distribution rights, because Constellation Brands only has it in America, which is probably a similar percentage of their portfolio as well. For its part, Bud Light is still trying to revive its audience after putting 2 marketing executives on leave following the backlash. Bud Light is now launching a new advertising campaign with the song Good Times by Chic. Yeah, a 50-year-old disco hit is somehow going to revitalize Gen Z in order to drink the tranny fluid. Are you how fucking out of touch are you? Terrible commercials that just hate men. Reviewed them both on the channel. Well, actually, the one full commercial, minute-long commercial. And then the stupid gifs where it's, hey, look at how strong and empowered these women are. The women that don't drink the beer. Anyways, the ad shows scenes of everyday people doing summer activities like cooking out or hanging by the lake while drinking Bud Lights. Holy fuck. Tell me a shareholder wrote this article without telling me a shareholder wrote this article. It is so much worse than that. The Wall Street analysts don't see good times ahead for Bud Light brand itself. Deutsche Bank seems to be, sees some of Bud Light's declines as permanent reductions, and AB InBev's U.S. business, Evercore ISI analyst Robert Ottenstein agrees. Oy vey. Bud Light will permanently lose about 15 to 20% of its volumes, which declines will resume at about an average rate of the 10 prior years. Oh, okay. Budweiser will also see a similar pattern, with consumers lost in 2022 not coming back. Seems about right. But InBev and Anheuser-Busch, they're trying hard. They're trying hard by launching a bunch of different campaigns for Bud Light and Budweiser Heavy, okay? Because now, guys, we got the new patriotic bottles that are... I'm sure they're going to be a part of some new push, and we should probably anticipate that coming out this week ahead of Independence Day. Budweiser's camo bottles mocked after Bud Light Mulvaney partnership, because, hey guys, don't worry. We know, we certainly do have an affinity for flags over here. FLAGS. And just because Bud Light likes the one with the 5 different stripes, we got one with 13 and 50 stars. You know the ones that we mean, right, guys? Take a look at these super patriotic bottles, and they're both camo, and a good thing that they're tapered at the top. for easy entry. Fucking yuck. Budweiser has been mocked for its new bespoke beer bottles celebrating military veterans and first responders. Well, better late than never. Could have launched those, in conjunction with Memorial Day, but, you had other ad campaigns, right? The beer brand has been in the firing line since its stablemate beer, Bud Light, it's right there, we didn't forget, faced a national boycott campaign over its partnership. Yes, we know all of this stuff. Both beer brands are owned by Anheuser Busch. You don't say? I couldn't figure out what that Bud was short for. But Budweiser faced mockery when it announced it was helping to raise funds for Fold of Honor, an organization that provides educational scholarships to spouses and children of fallen and disabled military service members and first responders. Yeah, they weren't joking that you guys were, helping what seems to be a pretty reliable and honorable charity. It's just, making the announcement of something that you've been doing for 13 years, 12 years previously, and then continuing through with your commitment. It just seemed like a way to obfuscate and shift some of the blame. But, they're whatever looking bottles, and you're trying to do whatever you can in order to overcome this self-imposed failure, but whatever, man. Budweiser announced this new camo bottles on Twitter. Time the brand's official account has tweeted since April. When the Mulvaney and Bud Light controversy started. Introducing the limited edition camel bottles made to celebrate 13 years of partnership with Folds of Honor. Raise one to our military veterans, reads the caption in a tweet alongside a photo of a camo bottle. We'll be taking a look at that here very, very shortly. I'll be interested. Despite the good intentions of Folds of Honor, many people slammed Budweiser in the replies, labeling it a marketing ploy. You don't say! Nope, too late. This is easy, Anheuser-Busch. All you need to do is say, we were wrong. We forgot who our customers are. And we went woke and we insulted women. Yeah, you can leave that part out. And we insulted our customers with gender insanity, poor capitalization, nonsense. We have learned our lessons and we're going to stay core to who our customers are. Normal people, fucking punctuation, my guy, who makes this country work and don't believe in gender nonsense. Do that and you might have a shot to get back into our good graces. Without that, you might as well forget it. Complained one person. No, raises a good point from one person right there. Another added, this is a tacky marketing ploy to try and regain your losses from your Bud Light fiasco. I don't know about anyone else, but I will never buy for your products again. I feel sorry for Folds of Honor. In the past years, this has been a great. Taking some of the best comments I see. But plenty of other people celebrated the brand for supporting the families of military veterans and first responders. Yeah, of course. You pick people from both sides, right? The camel bottles are just weeks after Budweiser was mocked for teaming up with a company, Harley Davidson. Yeah, their brand new Chaps promotion didn't quite go over as well as they anticipated. But we can take a look at this. Introducing limited edition camel bottles made... it's interesting. You guys don't have... the Bud Light one here. That's interesting. Okay. Yep. Hidden replies. I'd imagine. Okay. Yep. Cheers to that. Oh my God. Shell. Even though that does look pretty cool. Who the fuck has that many Chicago Cubs cans? And oh my God, just an absolute shill. It looks pretty cool though. Not to be too critical though. But a truly apathetic response because, we also took a look at this video that was right here that just, it wasn't all that bad, but also if you know what to pay attention to, you can see that they still had to get all those diversity points that were in there. So, while that got ratioed to hell, this one is still getting ratioed, right? But just nobody cares. And when it's time to call it a day, it's time for a Bud. I can imagine exactly what the easy layup joke for that is going to be, so I won't even bother taking a look at that. But that one right there, it's getting ratioed as well. Great day for a Bud. Similar easy joke. Okay, but if you could have had, and this one just dropped 5 hours ago, if you guys would have just stick to this type of marketing instead of having a tranny taking a bath at the top of this, I just came up with the thumbnail that I'm going to be using in the video right there. By taking a look at that mug. If you would have just simply stick to this type of marketing, that would have been fine. I would have, of course, preferred a lot more titties and a few more displays of fireworks. But hey, if you just wanted to go with somebody still cares about quality, that would be great. That would be fantastic. A good, wholesome marketing campaign for something that you can drink and beat your wife with. But no, you had to get it political. You ended up facing backlash. Now you're just trying to make it all go away. That's the fucking luck to you. Shit ain't working. With all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.